Hey guys. Alright, let's see if I can make this quick. So I wanted to talk about Hizana's I guess concept, like why did I make her this way? Um so in the last video I said like she is like an analog to the dark magician girl. I'll show you. See, a little statue. Um and basically she's kind of an analog to that, so that's kind of how she is. But because she's a girl, like I thought it would be like a good opportunity to try something that I've been thinking about for a while. Oh, my keys. Um, so like these days we just have a never-ending stream of the what they call the strong female character, right? Like all the time we get new ones. Like it's basically rarer to find like a male main character than a female one. It's kind of interesting. Um, but like when you take the politics out of it, and like the politics kind of get ugly, and I don't really want to go into that. But like when you take the politics out of everything, out of the whole work, like these supposedly strong female characters, there's like no substance behind them. Like there no flaws to speak of, either because they're already perfect or because those flaws are just never explored. Um, there's no character development of any kind. Like, there's no growth. And, like, to me, the thing that I have noticed is that, like, these, like, for a character called a strong female character, there's nothing really effeminate about these characters, you know? Like, they're quite literally like cardboard cutouts. Um, and I think like going back to like Captain Marvel, like that movie came out a long time ago. I don't remember, but like I do not remember uh, Brie Larson's character in Captain Marvel. I don't remember Captain Marvel actually saying anything at all in the movie. Which is kind of weird when you think about it. Like, I know she did say something, but like, I can't remember anything that she did say. She just kind of like did stuff and looked mean the whole movie. That's all that I remember. um, and this is kind of, I think that's more on the extreme side, but like, this is kind of a common thing with other characters too. Is that like, there's no there's no substance behind the character. Like I said, um, except for one, um, which is like Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. That's like the only strong female character that people actually enjoy to see. And like, I mean, one, like she is an actual character compared to other shows and other stories. But like, I think another thing that makes her so, I guess, likable is that she's a very girly character. Like she's a very like she fits that description of the strong female character. She is very effeminate. You can like in the first Wonder Woman movie, you can see this a couple times, like the scene where she gets ice cream. I think that was a good example. It kind of shows, I guess, her more softer side, the more casual, more, I guess, the friendly side of her when she's not busy saving the world. And like the scene with like where she gets excited over a baby, right? Um, so yeah, she strikes me as a very womanly character, and I think that's why people like her, because like she's an actual character. She's an actual character, and she's in an actual woman, and that's not something that we really see a lot. Um, so, like with Hizana here, I thought I would kind of go along that path. Um, or I guess it would be an excellent opportunity to go along that path to make a female character that's not only, I guess, strong, but like also emphasizes the female part in that description. And I thought I would do this by like her main with her overarching goal in the story, or I guess what pushes her to do what she does. Um, and I suppose this is kind of a, I wouldn't say controversial, but a more sensitive topic. I think, I don't know. I haven't really talked to anybody about it. I haven't really heard anybody talk about it either. But like, the reason why she takes up becoming a hold on. What is up with my camera, man? I can't see anything. Don't want to focus, either that or just doesn't, or the camera's dirty. All right, well, anyways, um so the reason why she takes up becoming a wizard, which is in this story, is a very rare thing and is a very difficult thing. The reason why she takes it up is because she has very deep insecurities about her. She is infertile. Hi. Everybody say hi to the kitty. Hi, kitty. What you doing? Please don't eat my stuff. That's not food. Anyway, what was I saying? So like the stereotype of women, and I guess it's not. I don't really really think it's a stereotype because it's true, or at least I think it's true. I've seen it be true. Like women do have a very, they do tend to be more focused on like the bearing and the child rearing, I guess, parts of life. Like I've seen, like where I live, there's like infertility clinics like all over the place. Like there's one like every 50 miles on the highway. So like you're never more than an hour away from one. So that kind of tells me something. And also like I've heard women at church, like we were learning a lesson about the book of Genesis and how God, like when when Adam and Eve get kicked out of the Garden of Eden for not paying their rent. I'm just kidding. When they get kicked out of Eden, like God says that man should till the earth, and then that women are to bear the children. You know how it is. And if you don't know, you can just look it up. It's like literally within the first 5 chapters, I think. But anyways, like, and I heard, well, there was a lady who made a comment about that, and she said like you can see this in real life, and that like when given the option, a woman would probably more pick like holding the baby instead of, what's that? Hold on. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. So the woman said, like when given the option, a woman would likely rather pick holding the baby over tilling the fields. And it doesn't have to be quite as literal as that, but like, I guess that is true. And like I've seen, like also I get a lot of, along with infertility, I do see a lot of a lot of ads that are specifically targeted for women, but like for some reason I get them all the time. I don't know why. I think that's kind of weird. What was I saying? Man, I'm just losing it today. Right. So those infertility ads, specifically targeted for women, and like, I guess so to me, hold on. I guess before I go into what I'm saying, I've also seen this with like my stepsister. Like she's always asking all the time, like if she could get a job babysitting, and of course we say no because she is. We would never trust her, like with the life of a human child. But like the fact that she wants to do that does tell me something. Um, and I guess with all these factors, it seems to me like infertility would probably be the most, or maybe if not the most painful, I guess, cursing that a woman could face. So I thought it would be interesting. Like, what if that is what her greatest insecurity is? Like her greatest pain, and her greatest and most relatable pain that she has. Um, and like it's something that we've never really seen before, or at least I haven't seen before. Is like for once, like I've never seen an in a something that troubles a character quite like that, and I think like narratively that would be quite maybe not quite a revolutionary thing, but a very interesting thing to look at. Um, and I guess that's kind of um, what I wanted to say about like her conception. But also, like, I guess I might as well just do that while I'm here. So, the fact that our teacher, um, I guess, hold on. I'm sorry. It's late. I want to go to bed. And I've already, like, re recorded this video like 3 times. But, like, the fact that it's a man and a woman uh, working together, I thought it would be kind of interesting to see some yin and yang stuff, and to do something kind of interesting with that, because like here in the West, yin and yang is kind of a very misunderstood, um, I guess, philosophy. So we kind of think of, oh, you have the light and then the dark, right? Well, then they must be fighting because the opposites fight each other. Um, in yin and yang, that's not necessarily true. In fact, it's less true than it is true, if that makes any sense. Um, so yin, which I have illustrated right here, or in, as it's called in Korean, is the dark side, um, or the dark aspect, but it's considered the feminine one. And then yang over here is the light aspect, or the bright, or the positive aspect, and it's the masculine. But the thing is that they're not fighting each other. In fact, basically, how the philosophy goes is that like everything that you see, everything that's real, is basically the product of two opposites working together. So it's like you have the woman and then the man, and they're married together, and then reality, as we see it, is their child. And like when you have too much of one and not enough of the other, um, basically it's kind of like having um, one woman or one man without the other. And so then nothing is really possible. Um, and that's kind of true with these two characters. So he, I suppose you could say he's more rough around the edges, but because he's no longer evil during the contemporary time in the story, during the present, he was evil. This is his evil half from when he was evil. But this is him when he's, I guess, more friendly. I use that term very loosely because he's not exactly a very nice person. He's kind of mean, but he means well, and he will try. He tries to do well, even though it's kind of counter. I guess not counter to his nature, but it's not what he is. I guess what he originally was. And then Hizana, she's kind of the reverse. So she's more light and airy, Um, but she is, um, she has a very, I guess, how do you say it? She has a very, like, a fiery side. I don't like that word fiery, because, like, there's a sharpness to her spirit that will occasionally pop its head out. Um, and, like, I guess going back to, like, her concept of what I wanted to do with her as a character and her infertility being a very deep insecurity she has. Um, like she has a like if um like you make any indication to her that, or like if you question if she's um infertile, and like the reason why that's important is because um well, like she noticeably goes out of her way to avoid any kind of romantic interaction because she knows, or she thinks, that if it were to come out that she is barren, um, or like she's not worthy enough to be able to receive love, I guess romantic love, that kind of. I don't know how to describe it because I don't know what it is personally. uh, she isn't, I guess, suitable for marriage because she is barren, and like when you ask her why, or when one asks her why that is, where they like try to see if she's barren or something. That's a very touchy subject to her, and she will um, kind of flare up, I guess you could say. Um, I guess that's really all I wanted to say. I'm gonna try and keep this video as short as possible. Oh, I guess I do need to say this is probably going to be the last video for a while. Um, at the latest, about a year and a half. At the least, about 2.5 months. Because I joined the National Guard, the Utah National Guard. And, well, I did that several months ago. And, well, now it's time for me to, I guess, go complete my training as I have promised as I have promised Uncle Sam. And I'm going to be gone for a while. I'm going to have to go to boot camp. That's going to be about 9.5 weeks. I got a really fancy job too, so I'm going to be learning a language for my MOS, and I'm going to be learning. I'm going to be learning Korean. Look at that. Um, so that language training is going to take a long time, and then actual job training that's going to take a long time too. So I may not have any time at all in order to make videos for a while, at least until I get back. But I don't know. I hear during DLI and AIT, you do get a lot of free time, so maybe I'll make something then. But just know it's gonna be a while, and I guess now I've said enough. I will see you guys later. Bye.